only weeks after taking command of the Army of Northern Virginia, Robert E. Lee is determined to drive McClellan's army away from the gates of Richmond. June 26, 1862, at Beaver Dam Creek, Union forces under Fitz John Porter have held their ground. But overnight, Porter falls back to a strong new position near Gaines' Mill. His 34,000 men form a defensive arc behind the swampy banks of Boatswain Creek, their backs to the Chickahominy River. Lee brings nearly twice that number. All afternoon, Confederate divisions hurl themselves against the Union line. A.P. Hill strikes first. Others follow. The fighting is close, savage, and unrelenting. Union artillery rips through the advancing ranks. Still, the Confederates reform and come again. For hours, Porter's men hold. Then, near dusk, Lee gathers his strength for one overwhelming blow. More than 30,000 Confederates, the largest frontal assault in the entire Civil War, surge forward together. John Bell Hood's Texas Brigade leads the charge that finally cracks the Union center. The Federal line collapses. Men stream back towards the Chickahominy bridges in the gathering dark. Porter's corps escapes across the river under cover of night, but the field belongs to Lee. The cost is staggering. In roughly 6 hours of fighting, more than 15,000 men fall, about 6,800 Union and 8,700 Confederate. Here is the bitter irony of Gaines' Mill. Robert E. Lee's first major victory as commander of the Army of Northern Virginia came at a higher human cost to his own army than to the enemy he had just driven from the field. He had seized the initiative, forced McClellan into retreat, and saved Richmond. Yet the price of that first triumph was paid most heavily in Confederate blood. In a single afternoon of furious assaults, Lee changed the course of the Peninsula campaign and set the pattern for the aggressive, costly style that would define his army. The Confederate capital is saved for now. For more Civil War costs for triumph, subscribe to History of Resilience.